That big shark.
I've never seen so many folks excited about being near sharks. You know, I would run the other way.
I know for sure.
But that water we're watching, because it's been unusually chilly all winter long.
Yes, it has. And I have a question about that.
Yes.
Yes, and I want to know if that water, because it's been cooler, does that mean that hurricane season is going to be less active than it was last year?
Yes. After further investigation, our praying perspective, we've watched the Clearwater beach temperatures this season about 5 to 10 degrees, at times 10 degrees cooler than last year. Think about that. And that does have a big impact on the atmosphere. So just think of water, the warmer the water, Emerald, the more energy the atmosphere has to work with. And that's really what feeds our tropical storms. They gather their energy from the warm water, not from the atmosphere above.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, the latest forecasts do show, instead of a hyperactive forecast, more of a forecast closer to normal.
That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for below average, but we'll take that after last year for sure.
Exactly. I knew that would make you happy. And you see the little big blue stripe into the Pacific Ocean. I know we're excited about the cooler Atlantic temperatures, but we also go all the way out to the Pacific. And you see right there? That's Hawaii. And then to the south, we have those cooler than normal temperatures. But we're going to see the Pacific start to warm up. So it's the opposite of Atlantic. We want cooler in the Atlantic, warmer in the Pacific. And that's what we're going to see, it looks like, as we head toward hurricane season.
Looks good to me.
You ready to go? Okay. Well, let's go to the weather wall, go over some more graphs. And yeah, this is what I do during the afternoons between weathercasts. We just pour over all this data. We're looking for La Nina patterns, neutral El Nino patterns, and make sense of it all for you to keep you and your family safe. But as we go into this season, totally opposite of last season, where we're going into a La Nina, where we had the blue graphs all the way through the roof, and all the forecasts were 20 plus storms for the most part, and hyperactivity. But we all know that it's not always the numbers. It only takes one. But with that said, I'd rather have fewer on the forecast, and that means fewer chances here coming closer to home. We take a look at our March European forecast. So, you know, we always talk about the Euro as a weather team. It's our favorite model. It has good resolution, tends to really do well, especially with the track on the long range with these storms. Well, it's April through September forecast right now has 12 tropical storms and 5 hurricanes. So that's very close to the average of 14 and 7 respectively. But keep in mind, that's through September. All right, so, and we know here in Florida, we have hurricanes many times into October and November. So we'll keep an eye on it, but much more encouraged this year compared to last year. And another reminder, it is 74 days until the start of hurricane season. Well, hey, let's take a look outside, and we'll just seize the sunshine, and we'll stay prepared. And we're going to prepare for beautiful finish today after a beautiful chilly start. Okay, so we went from the bold and beautiful, clear and calm and crisp, to just a nice, warm, tranquil slice of paradise out there from Port Richey to Bayshore Boulevard. And today, if you're heading to the beach, keep in mind we do have those temperatures in the mid-70s. All right, just a light southwest flow and a low risk of those rip currents. We take a look at the big event, Pirates and the Rays. Yeah, the Rays getting ready for the regular season. It's coming soon. They have a 105 first pitch, and a little south of Tampa, a little warmer there. Look at that, mid-80s by 3 o'clock. We take a look at the spring equinox. Officially, spring begins. That would be tomorrow morning at 5:01 a.m. The direct rays of the sun reach the equator. It's that tilt of the earth that gives us our seasons, and about equal daylight from the North Pole to the South Pole. That's why we have the term equinox. But we know this time of year, nature can play April Fool's jokes even well before April Fool's. So we go from our 80 in Tampa, 83 in Jacksonville, to winter in the plains, just 38 in Lincoln, Nebraska, 70, 80-mile-per-hour winds, wind chills, snow breaking out. So, yes, I think we're going to have a record season for folks flocking to Florida here for spring break, because it looks cold and bitter all the way into the northeast, and even the Carolina mountains will get in on that snow over the next few days into the weekend. But for us, we're tracking a fairly quiet scenario. We got high pressure moving off to the east. This is bringing us our nice day today. And then a weak front as far as showers go. Not much rain with it. No severe weather. That's coming tomorrow afternoon, early to mid-afternoon. An hour or less of rain and hit or miss showers. Once this front comes through, our April Fool's joke starts. We're actually going to be chilly once again as we go into Friday and Saturday mornings, and then we'll start to see spring here to stay in the 7-day. In fact, on that 7-day forecast, you can see, yeah, a little wild out there. 80s today, 70s tomorrow, 68 for a high Friday. There's those lows, 49 Friday, 47 Saturday, 30s to the Nature Coast. And then finally, see right here, I think spring is here to stay once we get into Saturday afternoon all the way through next week.